So the first question is, what role does a journalist play? The role of journalists is to hold public and private sectors accountable to the people. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin, whether it's government or whether it's a private company, journalists' jobs, our job is to actually make sure that people are telling the truth, that the government, that private sector are telling the people the truth. Ganun kasimple ang definition ng roles namin, ng journalist. And we hold our power as journalists come from the people's power. It's your right to information. And then, kumbaga, dinedeputize lang ng people, ng public, ang mga journalists. So that's the role of journalists in societies. I want to go to some of the lessons, the easy lessons that I've learned as a journalist. The first lesson is something that, again, maybe your mass comm teacher may disagree with this. And if he does, please disagree with it. But it's something I personally believe in, and it was not what my professor said. The first lesson is that there is no such thing as objectivity. Hindi mo lang sasabihin kung anong nakikita mo, sasabihin mo rin kung bakit tayo nandito, kung sino-sinong nandito, anong purpose natin. Yun yung sasabihin mo. But here's the thing about the news. Normally, who do you believe? That's where track record comes in. You believe the person, the news organization that's first with the story, because it's easier to make a first impression, and you believe the news organization that has a track record. That's what I mean when I say there's no such thing as objectivity. That in many ways, the best journalist actually takes all the different views into account, and you actually tell people where you're coming from and where you're sitting. Those are what makes you a good journalist. The next one is that you have to write from your strength. What is your strength? You, yourself. You're an STI student. You're a mass comm student. You live in your world, and you will see things that a journalist from Manila will not understand. You write from that. Know who you are, and you write from that. That also leads to the third lesson. The third lesson is write about what you know. Okay? Again, these are all parts of the same thing. The fourth lesson is also connected to that. So you write about what you know, but at the same time, you have to listen. If we listen, then you can actually get the story from someone else. Don't get entrenched in what you know. You have to go around the room to get different people's perspectives so that you can put the whole picture together. Listen. There are two more. The next one is actually another part. Kung minsan, journalists feel the power of being a journalist. When you have your cell phone and your camera, medyo you'll feel empowered with that. But you have to remember to be humble. Because in the end, our job is a service. Our job is necessary because you want to help other people. In order to help other people, you place yourself in a position to help. So you have to be humble. And then finally, the last one, and this is something that I showed you right away from the beginning of this lecture, is that you have to have courage. You have to be brave. Hindi madali yung gagawin ninyo sa eleksyon. So when you stand up and you have courage to report the things that you see, you're actually helping all of us in making our world better.